finally, the Ruth has come back to the screen. All right, we're about to get started. Let us tell Instagram we are here. Chill. She said, oh, look at my daughter. Oh, my baby's a whole mermaid in this picture. Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, it's so pretty. It's dangerous. Oh my gosh. This is why I can't get nowhere. Oh, look at her, y'all. Oh my gosh. Honey, honey, these kids will show you a thing or two now. But you gotta be in frontly in the way. You can't be sitting on a couch talking about go do that. Go do that. No, honey. They'll take what you do and take it to the next level. All right. Sorry, y'all. This is how this is how she gets off the track, off the reels. All right, let's check Facebook. Facebook. Yes. All right. Make sure y'all here. No, that's not how you do it, bro. Still, I'm gonna switch one thing and I act like I'm 60. Oh, you touched that thing there? There you go. There we go. All right. There we go. Real talk, I put the baby to bed. I ran his behind around the park. I put him to sleep. And then I put him to bed. And then he woke up at 4 in the morning. I'm like, bro, we passed this phase. What are you doing? To put him back to sleep. Threw me all the way off because I'm over here having a good time till 2 a.m. So I'm slow start this morning. And I got so much to do. All right. I can't even think. All right. Live. There you go. The live button. There you go. Well, y'all on here tonight. Y'all on here. Twerking. Over here twerking. Over here twerking and stuff. I already know this joint's loud today. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. Appreciate it. Very much so. Okay. Good morning, or afternoon. It's Ruth Marquise. Welcome to the Ruth and Relationship Show. I am your host, Ruth Marquise, aka your favorite realtor, aka your favorite credit specialist, aka your love negotiator. I help men and women relate, get into quality relationships that lead to quality families, that lead to quality communities, that leave quality legacies. Let's build. Today's topic: should Black women be twerking in front of their sons or daughters? Okay, so I want to hear your opinion. All right, should Black women be twerking in front of their sons or daughters? Why are you thinking about how you're going to approach and broach the subject? Let me get some more lighting in here. How are you feeling today? Where are you from? Instagram, where y'all from? Most of my Facebook is from Philly or New Jersey. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Fargo. How are you? All right. So, should Black women be twerking in front of their sons? We're going to talk about Ari Fletcher and that whole thing that's going on. I did see her reaction to it, but you're gonna get my reaction to this joint. Is it okay to twerk in front of your son? All right, so here we go. So let me give you my take on it. As far as personal. Let's go personal. My son is 2, going on 3. Okay, the one that kept me up all night. All right, not all night. He went right back to sleep. But this this boy will take an earring or take uh jewelry, or try to, he sees his mom, he sees his sisters. He has 3 sisters. So he sees his sisters doing something, he's going to want to do it. So we have to be very, very mindful and very, very careful, right? So let's take this on a more general scale. By the way, I did tell the girls, because I was like, listen, y'all, they just, be dancing everywhere. I was like, listen, okay, if I ever see you twerking in public, I'm gonna come beat you myself. You could be 44, right? I'm come beat you myself. But and in the privacy of your own home, if you want to dance, go ahead and dance. But then the boys started watching. I was like, no, no. Y'all would not believe the other day what this boy did. Okay, this is why you can't even watch regular YouTube, because the YouTube is crazy for kids, and one thing might look like it's for kids, and the next thing you know, they're doing some crazy. I'm like, who would make these twisted videos? So he can only watch YouTube Kids. He goes, I'm changing my clothes. First of all, mind you, I was breastfeeding this boy. Okay, so technically, they still gonna see a booby or two if you was breastfeeding them. Talking about breastfeed till 5. So we don't think there's nothing wrong with it, but I really try to be mindful, and don't dress so dress. Sometimes you might forget. He goes and say to me, butts, butts, butts. I was like, oh no, I'm doing it. I need to put some clothes on. He goes and smack my butt and says, butts, butts, butts. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already starting. So they had to be we didn't do anything. All of us was just getting dressed. Like, you're in the house with the women and there's a boy involved. You have to be aware that you are not getting undressed and dressed in front of your kids, your son. Because they're in love with you as a boy. Your first love is your mother. Like, that's real. Your first love is your mother, and if your mother can twist it and make her, in her mind, she ain't got no man, that's her son is her boyfriend. That's wrong. I mean, it's what's happening, it's what it is, but her son is her man. So there's going to be some mother-in-laws that's going to have a problem with you coming in and taking her son away from her. When you have that fight and you have that battle, that's another topic. But let me tell you something. Bible says you need to leave your mother and father. A man needs to leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. So if you're not leaving and cleaving, you got a problem. Hold on one second. All right. So, should mothers be twerking in front of their sons? I know um, that we think that, oh, it's just dancing and all of that stuff, but I am anti-twerk. Yeah, I'm anti-twerk. Why? Because you're doing it for the benefit of men. You feel like you're having fun, but y'all have lowered y'all standards to, like, men respect women who have a standard. It's so funny how women have this standard of, oh, I want a man who makes 6 figures. I want a man who does this and does that. They have this standard for how much money he should make, but they don't have a standard of how they should conduct themselves in public. I'm gonna say it again. It's so funny how women can have a standard on how much a man should make. You should make this, you should make that. But then they don't have a standard on how they should act in public. Now, if you never wanted to be a wife, that's fine. But you got to remember there's rules that you have to play by, because the seller, y'all know I'm a realtor, the seller sets the parameters. The seller says, I'm going to minimum list my home for this. This is the standard. Wait a minute. The seller is the standard. We know that the men are setting the standard. We just try to act like, no, how you going to tell a man what he want in a wife? Explain that to me. How are you going to tell a man what he's supposed to want in a wife? If he wants to go outside of his race, then he can go outside of his race. What you going to do about it? What we have to do as women is understand you can't change what a woman wants. You can't change what a man wants. And because you damn sure can't even change yourself. So we should not be worrying about what a man wants. Now, statistics show that men that make over six figures tend to marry 83% at a rate of 83%. We just talked about this in our previous show. Should men date outside of their culture on the late night roots and relationships? Okay, on the weekend, I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We just talked about this. The facts backs it up that they are going to marry a black woman when they get their money right, when they settle down, when they are ready to get married. They're looking towards the sisters. If the sisters say, we don't give a hoots what you want, sir, but you better pick one of us or we're going to be mad. Are you kidding me? We're going to be, if you don't do what I say, and I'm going to be mad. That's so cute. And I'm going to be mad. So, what people don't understand is, okay, let me break it down for you as a realtor, okay? As a realtor, I'm not going to toot, I'm not going to brag, I'm not going to whatever. Everybody has to match how you work, okay? When you are a new realtor, people can, talk down to you and be disrespectful to the max. You need their business. You have commission breath. But when you get some type of posture, and you can do this as a new realtor if you want, and you say, I have a standard. The standard is you're not going to treat me any kind of way. You're not going to run me. You're not going to waste my time. You're not going to make me waste money dealing with you. And if you have a horrible attitude, on to the next. That's how you get fired. It's bad attitude with me. Horrible attitude. Actually, I take pride in the fact that I can deal with a difficult client. However, if they're unreasonable and unrash, I can't deal with all of that. That's too much. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to talk to me in fluffy terms. You don't have to say, oh, Ruth, pretty, please, please, please. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is if you have a lack of respect, right? If you have like if you're bent on being disrespectful, if you are going to pout and jump up and down when you don't get your way, and then I come back later and you're still on some stuff that I might even be able to deal with that. But when you have no regard for my feelings or my time or my energy, then I can't deal with it. So what I'm saying is I will fire a client if they misbehave. I will fire a client because what you don't understand is if the deal don't work out, Ruth will still walk you to the end of the real estate. You know me, right? I love Jennifer. So I have there's been times I got paid $0, but I made sure my client got their money back. So if I'm willing to provide what another realtor may do, they might be like, well, I mean, especially if you were misbehaving, they'd be like, well, that's on you. Like, you'll figure it out and you fired me, right? It doesn't matter how it fell apart. I'm going to make sure I do everything that I can for you, whether I get paid a dollar or not. If I'm providing that quality level of service, why do you think that you can treat me any kind of way? I don't have to deal with that. So I choose not to. I may refer it. I may just say I'm done with it. You know what I mean? When people have like mental disorders that affect me, I have to protect my energy. I have children to take care of. I have businesses to take care of. I have clients that love me who I have to take care of them. So why would I waste my time with people who don't think anything of me and would prefer to make my life hard, like every turn? Not just, oh, we didn't agree on one thing. We didn't agree on a couple things. At every turn, they're trying to make it miserable, right? They couldn't even be professional. Even if I didn't like you and you didn't like me, you couldn't even make it a settlement and without you, being rude. You know what I mean? So my point is, why would a man put himself through all of these things just to say he's married? Men ain't pressed to get married. Men marry women because they want to be with somebody. They want a companion just like everybody, but women push the issue. And so when they find that woman that they love so dearly, that the one that they want to live the rest of their life, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, they will consider marriage for her so she can feel safe and secure. They will put themselves in financial harm's way because they never know if this woman is going to just walk off, try to take half of her, all her, like it's a risk, right? So why would they nowadays, knowing how the law is, willingly volunteer themselves, put themselves really at the financial stake, like at the financial cross, unless they really love this woman? So what I'm saying is that men want a woman, they want to know that you are doing your thing in the bedroom, but in the public, okay, in the public, they want to know that you can handle yourself, that you can control yourself. That is what's missing. Y'all want to listen to everybody talk about, oh, I'm about to have a hot girl summer. Even if you had a hot girl summer, you got to put that on social media, though. Think about it. Ain't nobody tell you can't do what you want to do with your body. You keep it to yourself. You want to be free, open, like in the 70s. I don't know too much about stuff, but like the flower girl things, like the flower pot. I don't know. Let me shut up. But they were a little free, and you want to do all that. But back in the day, they didn't post. Look at what I'm doing. Look at how I'm being. Now social media is exposing what's in our hearts, what's in our minds. And it doesn't go away because you don't take it down and then your friends tag you and you can't. Now, let's say you want to change your ways, right? And your friends tag you and you can't take the tag down. Like how you get rid of that picture? You got to make them take it off, right? Once you put it on the internet, it's forever. So now we say black women are perfect. They're angels. They don't need to fix a damn thing. It's the men. I ain't see a man twerk yet on social media. I don't see them, what is something that's rude that, like, even if they do their dirt, they're not like, yo, I'm dogging all these hoes and then expecting you like, well, I'm a good husband. No, they don't put their business out there. I think that's the difference between the men and the women, is that we put our ratchetness online for display. That is the opposite of what a man wants. He wants you to be discreet. He wants you to, like, everybody don't need to know your business. There's certain things that a man would want, but why would you think that he's not supposed to have a brain? How can you have a leader? Okay. And some women don't think men should lead, but how can you have a leader but never respect what's in his mind? If in his mind, if they're all saying the same thing, I don't want my woman embarrassing me online, then why would you not think that, let me consider what my future husband would want or what the man I'm with right now would want? Let me consider that, because all he's doing, see, the thing is, how I know to follow somebody's advice is to say, is what they're telling me something that is good for me? I'm coming, Facebook. If what is what they're telling me something that is good for me, regardless, if they were not here, would I want to follow this advice? Is it gonna make me a better person? No, I want to focus on having fun. Y'all, it's so embarrassing that men are now saying that women act like children. It's so embarrassing. What do you want me to say to that? What do you want me to say to that? Every single time we say, women, you're doing something, you say, oh, but the men do it. But the men do it. We have to look in the mirror and say, you know what, sis, I got to fix something. Something got to be different. Okay. So that's all I'm here to do, is say, you know what? If we're going to be better, if we're going to level up for real, because this is what it is. Spiritually, we're not leveling up. Okay. Men are not asking us nothing but, hey, can you fix your character? Y'all got the money. Y'all got the body. Y'all went to get the BBL. You got the boobs. You got everything. You suck the fat out your stomach, but your spirit is trash. But your spirit is trash. But your spirit is trash. That's all they're saying, is your character is not there. If you had the right character, then they would, no, this is the one for me. This is, I really want this woman. But they seem to always be like, yo, she got most of the stuff I want, but her attitude and her character is not there. Because what happens is, even if you're like focusing on yourself and all that, you can't focus on yourself and be in a relationship. You can't focus on yourself and just be all about yourself all the time. You're in a relationship. That person's given to you. You got to give to them. So let me get back to the topic. Twerking. Should black women twerk in front of their sons? I'm gonna go with a no. No. Did you see the little boy? Let me read you this. It went from twerking went from what's wrong with that to Ari Fletcher about to get her son taken away. And did y'all see the stripper pole, the little boy on the stripper pole? Now I want to know, do y'all think that these boys should go live with their dad? Right? And does that make you unfit as a mother? So we're gonna explore today. Let's watch this video real quick. Quick. Where'd it go? Let's let go. Had a little something. Hold on. Let me start with this. That's the wrong one. Let me grab my coffee. It's going to be a good one. There we go.
Somebody needs to tell y'all ass what to do, because y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. Because y'all are ruining the lives of children. Regardless of who is doing what, I ain't got nothing to do with them, but I'm always going to be on social media telling y'all asses what y'all need to be doing, because I'm tired of y'all screwing up our communities, spitting out fathers' babies everywhere, not getting married. I, as a leader, is bold enough and real enough to tell y'all need to get y'all stuff together. And I'm not going to stop. My Instagram page got deleted. I'm back. And if it gets deleted again, I'm coming back again. Damn it. Because I'm going to save my people from my own people if it kills me. But look here, all the mothers out there, this ain't it. This is I watched my mother train before she walked in and kick it down. Look here, all my dads out there. Go get your son. Go get your kids, fellas. This ain't right.
Not only
somebody needs to tell y'all ass what to do, because y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. Because y'all are ruining the life.
Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah. So she's like literally twerking, and then talking about it's not even just twerking like regular twerking. It's like BBL twerking, right? It's like a lot going on. And certain things, like I said, should be private, not public. And back in the day, let me say this. Back in the day, there was a thing called don't do that in front of the people. Okay. Sometimes the people was white people. Sometimes the people was neighbors. But we have grown up, honestly, without a fear of consequences. Because if y'all job saw y'all what you were doing and you got fired for it, then you will stop. If people, well, it's already happening, people not treating you seriously, then you would stop. If it was taking money out of your pocket instead of putting money in your pocket, then you would stop. But what happens is you're getting rewarded. Women are getting rewarded for being extra overly sexual, and men get mad about it because they're like, y'all don't do nothing but try to look cute and be sexual, and y'all get money, and we got to use our brain, our body, all of that stuff, right? And then and it's a fair argument. And then when they say things are easier for us, then we like, oh no, it's harder to be a woman. But if you think about it, Men don't have that advantage. They don't have that beauty advantage. Some of the very small amount of them do, and they use it, to get women. But other than that, overall, mostly women are beautiful. Okay, yeah, you're beautiful, but use it wisely. Use it wisely, baby. That's all I'm saying. Use it wisely. So let's see if we can get to. Let me get my life together one day, y'all. It's another day. Ooh, he said, "Do you own the?" Okay, so here we go. Ari Fletcher turks around her 4-year-old son. Here we go. She twerks around her 4-year-old son and think it's okay. The single mother epidemic. All right, let's see what's going on.
What's up, y'all? This is Mr. Let Go, and today,
hey, how are you? Thank you.
We're about to discuss.
Should mothers twerk in front of their sons? Is the topic.
In front of her freaking.
I'm black, so I said black mama.
Kid. And not just that, but justifying
cool.
Laughing about.
Right. And that's what I said. It's like there's no like shame anymore. We got to a place where there's no shame about how we act. Should mothers twerk in front of their sons? And then defend it. Like, that's how backwards we are, man. This is crazy. In front of their sons. And for everybody that want to stay quiet and you don't want to say nothing, you're part of the problem. I remember back in the day when I used to get bullied in school, right? I used to get bullied in school, and Ruth the Realtor. My cash app is Ruth the Realtor. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Ruth Marquise. Marquis. Ruth is spelled Ruth. Post. All right, I gotta get my Instagram right. Because we're gonna have these conversations that need to be had. Okay, it's not about chasing the latest story all the time. Sometimes it's just about things that I feel are important to discuss, right? We act like, oh, it's okay, like have your fun, live your life. But at what point? It used to be a point where you were too old to be in the club. Now it's like, well, dang, you gonna be 70 in the club? I want to see this. I want to see this. All of y'all gonna be 70 in the club. Because some people be like, yo, can you go sit somewhere down? Go be somebody's wife. Go be somebody's mama. Go be yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with none of those 3 things. Instead of just shaking your behind in front, like I said, if y'all, I talk about submission to my future husband, okay, to the man I'm with, but I don't submit myself to the eyes and the desires of strange men. I'm not doing a damn thing for a strange man. You have no rights to me. That's just free a free show. I don't owe you a show to jiggle my butt in front of a dude. I don't owe you no show. And even if you're on a girl, if it's on social media, the dudes still get to see you like that. So I don't owe a stranger to dance all up on him and grind up on him. No, you have to earn your access to me. So it already psychologically sends a message. There's something called groupthink, y'all. And if one person does something, everybody think it's cool. But when you become your own woman, that's what I learned. I said, everything, Ruth, don't you go and get them tattoos all everywhere, because one day tattoos ain't gonna be hot, and you can always add a tattoo. You can't really delete all of your arm off, right? It's a lot of work to do that, I guess. Right. So I just never got a tattoo because I'm like, when the fad is over, when it's not cool to get tattoos no more, right? We used to bump our hair flat. Now we gotta go back to the curve at the bottom. Y'all so fickle with it. To be a black woman to keep in touch with our culture is work, okay? It's work. Hey, Pfizer, how are you? Should black women be twerking in front of their sons? So He just reminded me of how backwards there are saying. He said, "Sister, I was just saying it yesterday. Tell it." Thank you. I'm not giving you no free show. That's stripper behavior. Y'all acting like y'all don't know nothing. Oh, you a buzzkill. You a fun killer. I would be a buzzkill if the guys are not thinking that in their mind. They're thinking, oh, wait, I can sleep with her tonight. As soon as they see you twerk, guys, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Yo, I probably, if she gonna do this in public, imagine what she gonna do in private. If she does this in public, imagine what she's going to do in private. She looks like a expert when it comes to sex. I'm sure many men have ran through her. Let me go have a good time with her. I can only imagine the thoughts that's coming out the guys' heads. I mean, am I wrong? I've always said Ruth and Relationship Show, we are men friendly. We are women friendly. We don't hate neither one. But you have to be truth friendly. If you're not with the truth, then what is it? You a lie and the truth ain't in you, right? How do we feed ourselves lies and say, think about it? Who started all this black people ghetto portraying on the internet? I don't see no good girls being portrayed on the internet. I'm sorry, not the internet, on TV, on movies. Think about it. We grew up with the crackhead. Halle Berry had to be a crackhead. If you're out there and you're a woman and you want to be a top girl on a movie, you got to show a side boob. We got to see a nipple or something. Who do you think is creating this narrative? And you're going to follow them and they tell us that this is how we want to portray them because we want to see their butts jiggle. So they doing it anyway. Y'all giving it to them. Y'all giving it to them for free. These girls, these black girls ain't nothing but, strippers and, baby mamas. So you're going to go in public and you're going to say, you know what? I bow to that narrative. Think about it. You are your own woman, sis. You deserve better. If I'm wrong and you actually did it, so you know what, Ruth, I'm going to try it. I'm going to stop being ratchet on the internet. I'm going to stop being ratchet with my friends. I'm going to chill and be like, at the end of the day, I've always known the girl that sit back and don't do too much. The guys be wanting her the most. They treat her different. I'm going to say it again. The girl that sit back and don't do too much, you are showing him like, I am willing to please a man visually. I'm willing to stimulate you visually. I'm willing to do for you. That's masculine energy. The girls that sit back and receive from men, what are you doing to me? Those are the ones that's really winning. Giving them a show. Oh, I was doing this, I was doing that. I'm walking out with basically no clothes on to go clubbing. We're all going to what? The same place, every hole in the wall. I remember I don't club, okay? So that I'm gonna talk my trash about clubbing. It is what it is. I went to I'm out of state. I went to a club. And it was actually nice. Like it was at the beach, okay? Like shout out to Maryland, okay? It was at the beach. It was all these little rooms and all of that. But when I be looking at the club y'all be going to, no shade, but shade. I dropped these people off and I said, this is where the party's at? Party flyer be lit. Party flyer lit. You show up to the place. It's somebody upstairs, rented out apartment with a hole in the wall in the front door. And like you looking around at the pictures, they got the photographer and everything. But if you turned on the lights, that's paneling on the wall. I'm doing all of this. I am undressing myself. I am damn near coming out with tassels on my titties. And y'all want to say, oh, I want to look cute. I look, girl, you look cute. Y'all a bunch of liars to each other. Now I'm pissed. Y'all liars. Women are liars when it comes to how a woman is dressing. When you gonna be like, yo, sis, you ain't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that, sis. You don't gotta put it all out there. This way you could be way sexy without showing everything. With the see-through dresses and all of that, miss me with all of that stuff. If I see somebody like that, they're not a leader. I ain't never seen a leader wear a dress like that. I'm sorry. You can be mad if you want to. I ain't never seen nobody look like that. So it's a lot of things. Y'all keep talking about black women are angels. They're perfect. They do nothing. It's just black men that keep hurting us. They hurt us because we put the signal out there that we about that thought life. Okay? We a bunch of Tatianas. We want to look like it. That's why the men always say, don't dress. The guys that be looking out for you, they always say, sis, don't do too much. Don't dress like that because men are going to give you the wrong kind of attention. We think our power is in that attention. Trust me, I know. I'll be on the line too. I'll be dipping the back. Where that line at? Let me go back there, right? But I know there's a line I won't cross. Y'all be past the line down the street, around the block, sis. Enough. I'ma cover it so you had to come find out. You got to do a whole lot to make sure I'm over here. No, I'm good. I at least gotta like you. Can you imagine? Even the cute guys can see you twerk. The ugly guys can see you do twerk. Those guys you're not even interested in will see all of this because you put it out there. All right. So anyway. All right, we're good.
Your son.
Oh, that's what I want to say too. We have no respect in our communities now. Like we don't fear consequences because we pay our own bills. We don't live with our families anymore. We pay our own bills. So I pay my own bills. Nobody tell me what to do. That's cool. That's just where it comes from. Because we gotta be independent. Because we choose to be independent. But for real, we ain't had to go through this route, sis. We really didn't. All right.
Hey, with this, right? And the son doesn't say yes. And make sure mine.
10 stacks. What to do?
That sound great. So as you guys come in, make sure to hit the like button. Well, don't make sure to hit the like button. Hit the freaking like button. And let's get started. Now, I'll give y'all a second to come in and say, well, there ain't no good men out here. Where are all the men? Ruining people. So this isn't just about Ari Fletcher, because like I say all the time, I don't care about these damn people. So this isn't about let's just talk mess about Ari. No, let's talk about mothers, single mothers, and how they are single-handedly like ruining people. So when you turn around and just look at what are
Your Honor, let the record reflect that all single mothers are not ruining people. Okay, back in the day, we used to be saying the young mothers, right? Them young girls with their kids. Remember, it used to be the young girls. Well, those young girls got older, and they still doing the same thing. When women need to learn how to be themselves. Be yourself. Be yourself, because being like other people is costing you your future. And that's that. That's why I can say what I want to say, because I don't care. We have a, right? I don't care. If people could get up on the internet and be rude and curse people and laugh at people when they die, I can be like, look, a lot of times on the root, this is what people don't understand. All right. A lot of times on the Ruth and Relationship show, I talk about sensitive topics that's for me. You won't know, but they are sensitive to me. So that means this entire time I'm looking in the mirror at myself. This entire time I'm doing things to fix myself. This entire time I'm trying to better myself. This entire time I'm holding myself accountable. So why would I not do that for my sister? Why would I not do that if I want to see you good, doing good? If I did not care, I would just shut up, live my life. And that's how women, they say, when a woman, they say, this is what they say, like if the man gets up to this certain level, he helps his boys around him get there. But a woman that gets promoted, she's not helping nobody. That's what they say. It depends on the woman, but it seems to be in general, because she's the so cutthroat. That's how she got there. So why act like that? Why you can't be generous and show people? I was watching, I saw a realtor that I follow, And she was saying how she was trying to do a commercial deal and nobody wanted to help her. They just wanted to take the money and they didn't want to help her. So it's not just men. I mean, it's not just women that act like that. It's people in industries act like this. They feel like you can give me the money. I'm not teaching you nothing. And no, you're not my responsibility. If each one teach one, if all my friends are now they're in the know, they have quality intact relationships, I give them advice they don't want to hear, and then they come back and say, girl, you was right. If I didn't get that advice, if I didn't get that perspective, I would have made a bad choice. And my life would be so different. Or I was able to let go of somebody negative and toxic. Letting them go in the beginning is the key, sis. But if you got friends that's always big up in you, girl, you do your thing, girl, don't worry about it. That's all we got. Nobody's willing to tell each other the truth. And that is what's killing us, honestly. Just trying to be like, oh, like this whole, I remember remembering like, yo, some people grew up like right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't see that many people saying that stuff no more. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You had to like really be raised as a saint to be really believing that. So now it's right. If I rock with you, no matter what you do is right. That is not the right way to live. Because I know you, you're automatically right. Because you're my child, you're automatically right. They can do nothing wrong. There was this Haitian family. They let their kids do whatever, and nobody could check their kids. Their kids turned out the worst out of everybody. They was always defending their kids because they didn't believe in right is right and wrong is wrong. They believe in my kids, don't tell them what to do, none of that stuff, right? And they say it takes a village. Well, their kids turned out to be everybody kids turned out better than kids, right? So, but when you're right is right and wrong is wrong, you could check your kid. That person could check your kid, but like, look, I saw your child doing X, Y, and Z. And you're like, really? Thank you so much. I'm gonna deal with it. That's how we used to be. Now we don't have no reverence for the community. You don't care if your auntie watching you on Facebook. You're just doing whatever the hell you want to. There's no line. I get it that you're grown, but at the same time, don't you represent your family? Don't you represent your children? So if you are leaving a legacy for your kid, you really going to leave the legacy of I saw my mom act like a stripper in front of my face. It wasn't even a video. It's like right there in front of his face. Anyway. Yeah. So these things happen so we can talk about them. So you can keep acting like we do nothing wrong, never. Black women don't never do nothing wrong, but I'm bringing up a specific thing. If you don't speak up, then that means you're compliant. You okay with it. And it's going to take you speaking out to say, you know what, sis, I'm not going to do that. I used to. I ain't doing that no more. It's to my benefit that I don't do that. It ain't going to help me. Like, that's for you. Yo, I love my kids clean their room. I be like, bruh, you didn't do it for me. You did it for you. I just told you what was going to make your life better. That's the same thing here. I'm telling women things that's going to make their life better. Because there's no man, no good man around that's going to say, when a good man comes, sis, a good man ain't going to let your kids act all wild. A good man is not going to let your car fall apart. A good man, like everything that you've been neglecting, everything you said, oh, that's not important. Shout out, hey, what's up, Henry? Oh, these things that they don't matter. A good man is going to be like, hey, I see that you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Like, how about you do this or you do that? Problem solving. And then if you actually listen, because some of y'all don't want to listen, if you actually listen to him, you will start to see your life transform. You're like, yo, I remember one time when my kid was small, my baby was small, and he would not go to sleep. He would go to sleep at 4:00 in the morning. Yo, I am lying to you not. Okay. 4:00 in the morning. In the morning. And dude came around and he was like, listen, he should be going to bed at 8:30. All the crying, all the, like, oh my gosh, we don't want to go through this or whatever. The boys start going to bed at 8:30. My entire life changed. Like, these things, you don't get no sleep. It's affecting your life. It's affecting your family life. It affects everything. So as soon as he came around, I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. No problem. Boom. Change. So a man is not gonna sit there and let you continue to act wild. So what I'm saying is, if you're not getting that kind of feedback, if your family's saying, "Oh, girl, you with us," So, your family will keep you down too. Do you know your family don't want to see you some family members do not want to see you elevate past them? Why would they let you get good information that's going to change your life? They don't want to see you doing better than them. They want to be like, oh, she's making money over there, but her kid's bad. Come on, somebody. Act like you know, act like you don't know, act like you know, act like you don't, okay? This is how they are. So crabs in the barrel. Why would they want you to do something different or be better? So they, yes, girl, F it up, F it up. First time they did that in front of me, I was like, wait, what? What's happening here? A girl was shaking her butt, the other girl was smacking her butt. I was like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm not doing that. Don't touch me. This is crazy. But when you see things all the time, just like the first time you probably saw pornographic material, you're like, ew. And then as you continue to watch it, you get used to it. That's what has happened. We get desensitized. As you continually see black people in the media, black women just fight. They're just so masculine. They fight. Somebody gets on my live and be like, oh, are you a fighter? This is what they are getting. This is what they're receiving. So the first thing they're going to think is the most negative stereotype about me. I got to pay for what other women are doing because of color of my skin. Does that make sense to you? No. They're going to automatically think of me in a certain kind of light. So it's not my job to say something?
I'm sure a lot of you have seen this happen in your neighborhood or on social media with other people. So you can agree with me. It's not just about Ari.
No, they do. Everybody's
and so many of you ladies, hit a like button, y'all. So many of you ladies love to sit around and say, well, there ain't no good men out here. Where are all the men? Why don't these men step up? Well, there's a reason, a specific reason why men aren't stepping up. Because the majority of us are raised by y'all. I want you to think about Ari's son and how he's going to grow up. Do you think Ari's son, dealing with all this trauma about her stupid ass mama, do you actually think her son is going to grow up being an upstanding protector and provider of women? Absolutely not. What's up, Maria? Hey, Heart of Jewel. Absolutely not. This isn't about Ari. This is about you. This is about your mothers. This is about your boyfriend's mothers. You wonder why there are no good men out here because their goofy ass single moms are ruining them.
Guys, remember here, we don't agree with everything that he says, right? Of course, like I said, there's great single moms. But you have to look at the opposing side's point of view to see where you're wrong. If you're going to be a better person. So yes, his language is rough and all of that, and he might want to be the next Kevin Samuels. I get it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he's right. It doesn't take away from the fact that even though there may be good single mothers, a lot of the single mothers, like, just go to the park and listen. Like, I'm listening yesterday. I was like, why y'all? My kid. They'll be like, ooh, you care? Like that. It means that it's not a normal event. You know what I mean? So certain ways that you raise them, they could tell. They can tell when you change. They can tell when the basically he's saying that if you don't have a good character, you transfer bad character to your son, and then your son is out here, and then the little girls are saying, why? Because see, it's not just our generation. One thing I want y'all to know is this has been going on. This has been going on. Y'all got the cool, if you got the cool mom, there's always cussing people out. This been going on. This been going on. So the last generation did this stuff. And so that mom raised the son, and now you got to date him. and then you say there's no good men out here, even though there are good men. There are men that were raised well. There are good mothers out there. So I don't agree that all single mothers are, but just because you're a single mother, you're bad. That's a whole lot. A lot of people are not single mothers by choice. Not at all.
And of course, ruining y'all also. What's up, Eric? So let me play this video. Because like I said, I'm sick of y'all, man. So here's a video.
Okay, mind you, because he really be on the women's side a lot, okay? But he'll get a little tough with this. But this is after post Kevin Samuels, women getting up there and saying despicable things about somebody that's dead, right? So you know how they say two wrongs don't make a right? Yeah, he's a little bit, Kevin Samuels is bitter, right? But your bitterness ain't gonna make it any better. It's not gonna change your situation. He was cool with the way he was living. It's you that they were trying to solve your problem. So at the end of the day, why would people take their time to try to solve your problem? And when I say yours, Black men and women were getting married off of what his efforts were. So he's coming behind and saying, I'm sick of y'all Black women. He just mad at us because we was showing off the other day and saying all types of things about this man. But I'm gonna stay neutral, like I said. I've been neutral about it and I'm gonna stay neutral about it. But it doesn't mean I haven't learned.
Then I'm gonna also play a video of this idiot justifying the stupid behavior. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hold on.
Hey, Lalu.
All right, hit the like button.
Oh my gosh, my throat.
All right, here we go. Now let me make it big.
Oh, y'all can't see, my bad.
Okay, I turned it down because it's music playing. So of course, as you can see, this idiot is dancing, right? And for those of you who aren't paying attention, her son is like right here. And you can tell how he's dancing that this is just a normal part of his life, right?
Yeah, like
he's used to being around idiots and stuff. But the thing I want you to pay attention to is not just Ari the idiot, but the other idiots. Like this idiot. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
Hey, Lalu, I'm doing great. Thank you.
This is what I'm saying. It's
better
not
than yesterday.
Just
Thank
about
you.
Ari the idiot. It's about the other idiots. Look at this woman. Like, how can another mother, because, I'm sure everybody in there are single mothers because it is what it is. 80% of, our Black community is single mothers. So I'm sure this idiot right here is also a mom or, but why are they condoning Ari the idiots? Look at all these women. Look at them.
Not one of them stopped and say.
Who is stupid enough to just be okay partying?
Let me tell you, Aaron, the women that would say this is not appropriate is not going to be there. She's not going to bring her kid, and she's not going to, if she was there, she would say something. Like, I'm not going to be there. To be like, no, y'all can't do this in front of the kid. That's crazy. Are y'all kidding me? They're not going to be in the room. They're not going to be in those environments. Why? Because they're home raising their babies. They're home taking care of home. You're a single mom. Some of these single women that y'all say are so horrible have to work 2 jobs just to take care of their family. Some of these single women that are so horrible, and they're getting so much of this help, but why they still got to get 2 jobs? Why they have to work so super hard to make sure their kids are good? So no. Not all single women act like that.
And twerking in front of a 4-year-old child. It's not just Ari. It's her stupid ass friends. But it's not just her stupid ass friends. It's your stupid ass friends. That's what I'm saying. So y'all can sit around, y'all think this is gonna be an Ari bashing. I don't know this damn woman, and Ari is simply an example of stupid ass women who traumatize their sons. And y'all run around wondering why the grown men to this day are trash. Because it was an Ari the idiot 20 years ago or 30 years ago.
I just said that.
When you meet your stupid boyfriend and you're like, yo, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't got no job? Why you got all these emotional issues? Like, what's your problem? Why are you abusive? Why are you...
Oh, now you want to work. So, like I said, it was the women of the past. I know how to. I already know where people be going with it sometimes, you know. So this was don't act like this behavior just started in our generation. It has been going on. It has been going on. And now, like I said, those kids are getting older. Think about it. We're in 2022. That means in the 2000s, right? 20 years ago was 2002. Your girl was graduating high school, right? 20 years ago. So there was twerking at that time. And those girls had mothers, you know, they went to the senior prom. Some of them got pregnant, not all of them, but some of them did, you know, and they never stopped partying. Grandmama, can you watch the baby? Come on, y'all, can y'all just be honest with me, please? Stop acting like y'all don't know. This is the first time we saw women give their children up to the dads. We didn't see this before. Go be with your dad so I can go party. I was a stepmom to something like that. I got myself together. They wanted to go party, they wanted to go have fun. They didn't want to raise the kids that they gave birth to because they were active so early in life. Now there's also mothers who were active and they sat their butt down and they took care of their kids. Can y'all stop acting like these things when we stop lying to ourselves? When we stop lying to ourselves about the real reality of what's going on, men and women. There was a man in that room who didn't say nothing. So when he talked harshly, I let him talk harshly because nobody's been saying nothing. So the extreme is the only other option. And stuff, I don't talk to people like that. I'm gonna let you hear it. You know, people gonna be triggered, and that's fine. But if you sit and you watch a video like this and you humble yourself, watch how God blesses you. I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? Watch how God blesses you to say, you know what? You are ready to correct your behavior. You want to be a better individual. I am going to bless you because you at least, like, how the Bible says, like, how are they going to hear unless they have a preacher, right? Or unless they have the word. How are they going to have the word when they don't have the preacher? Somebody got to say it and somebody got to listen. You don't got to do what your girlfriends are doing. I don't care if you've been with them for 20 years. If it's time to part ways with them, it's called being a grown adult. At the end of the day, your girlfriends don't sleep in the bed with you. At the end of the day, when you're lonely, your girlfriends is not going to be there for you. They don't pay your rent. They don't help you with your bills. And you keep on, well, whatever the girls is doing, I'm going to do. I can't be a part of no crowd of everybody deciding for me. That's why I'd be like, nah, I'm good. Don't invite me. I'm good. It's cool. Can't be part of no crowd like that. Because if I don't have a say, but y'all want to say in your relationship though, but y'all ain't got to say in a girlfriend group, but I'm going to mind my business. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to do. Because we keep on acting like this is life. You're going to get cheap thrills now. And then you have nothing planned. What about the days of famine that's to come? Are you prepared for the horrible things that could be around the corner? Are you prepared for that stuff? Don't you see inflation? Don't you think you should just focus on work? Don't you think you should focus on raising your kids? Don't you think you should just focus on, like, everything got to be fun all the time? You're not putting the work in. You're not building your dream. And you sit there and I'd rather listen to my girlfriends than be listening to you, Ruth. Okay, well then let me know how that turns out because I'm going to get where I'm going to get. And you'll be like, look, girl, you did it. But all you had to do was listen today so that 5 years from now, your life will be so much 3 times, 10 times, 30 times better. Because you got to deprogram what was programmed into your mind. We were brainwashed to believe that, oh, I don't need a man. But 40, what, how old are we now? And let's say you in your 30s. When you 65, who you going to need? Ghostbuster. Right? Who you going to have? It's them same kids that you was twerking around, right? You going to expect them to come take care of you. But you really should, as an adult, you should take care of yourself. You should work your entire life to put something away for yourself. How's your son going to take care of you? And he's 21 years old and he got 2 little babies and he's supposed to take care of you too. Are you kidding me? You are not here to make your kid's life harder. You're supposed to be here to make your kid's life better. This cycle has to be broken. The cycle of poverty. It's like we're not being responsible for ourselves as women. As women, all right, fine, be independent, that's cool, but make sure you're being responsible for yourselves. Make sure that you're taking care of your future. Make sure that you can stand on your own independent for the rest of your life, because in a relationship means you want to be interdependent. And if you're not going to have that, then you need to create your backup plan. You could twerk for the rest of your entire life. Ain't nobody going to tell you nothing, sis. It's when I care that I say something. That's cool. I ain't have to twerk. They still like me. They still like me. You doing everything for the girls to like you. Them girls, they ain't never gonna like you. They always gonna be in secret competition with you. Y'all can't tell me you don't got no girlfriends that's not in secret competition with you. That talk about you behind your back. Y'all think Selling Sunset is the only girls that's got drama? No, y'all got dramas. Cut it out. Cut it out. We got drama too. Little backbiting, little talking about each other behind the back. But these are the same people you want to take your life advice from. You want to take whole life advice from these people. If you want to buy a house, talk to an expert, experienced realtor. If you want to get if you want to get all right, I was seeing that I ain't getting nothing on Facebook. If you want to get legal advice, talk to a lawyer. If you want to get relationship advice, talk to somebody that got relationship success. You don't got to listen to me. I'm gonna just bring it up, right? I'll bring it up, and then you go talk to somebody you feel is more qualified than me, because I don't know what's more qualified than Hard Knock Life, right? School of Hard Knocks. Henry says, even when they was told they was free from slavery, they never believed. Some have to be left behind in order for the race to survive. Oof, that's deep. So that means we're a slave to whatever society portrays. Henry, whatever society says I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be cussing. I'm supposed to be tatted from the top down. I'm supposed to have a big tattoo on my chest. I'm not down at anybody that does that, that did that. But a lot of people that's grown, they not still standing by that stuff. Y'all not still standing by tramp stamps. Cut it out. Cut it out. When you got older, you was like, what the hell was I thinking? I see girls getting tattoos on their face. Like, you just had to pay for therapy, since you would have never needed a tattoo on your face. Why would a girl get a tattoo on her face when she's beautiful the way God made her? That means something. Immediately you're gonna be like, danger. If I see a guy with a tattoo on his face, bro, you either got crazy past or like, come on. Because if you like something, you're gonna value it, and that's real. If you like your body, you're going to carry yourself in a right way. Stop allowing society to tell you how you're supposed to act. Like, you're supposed to talk a certain kind of way, dress a certain kind of way, or you're not considered cool. Y'all need to stop being ruled by the demon of cool. I'm done with that. Be yourself. One thing I respect about men, the weird men, right? They be themselves, right? But when they had their money, now the weird guy is cool because he had money. But they were themselves the whole entire time. But us, we're changing, and we're changing, and we're even going as far as getting surgeries we really don't want. Who's wait, first of all, I'm not. This is why I need a new car, but this is why I'm like, screw y'all and y'all cars, okay? Because y'all trying to give me more bills I don't need. I'm on the inside of the car. Why I gotta care about what the outside look like? One, it does bother you, but I'm in the front here. Why I gotta look up? It's them. You worried about people looking at your backside, getting the BBL. You worried about what everybody else is looking at because I can't even see back there. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about all of that stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is you take care of your body. What matters is that you're healthy. What matters is you look the best with what you got. What matters is that you're working out and drinking your water. What? Drinking your water and minding your business. Stop trying to put publicity out there that doesn't need to be out there. Where'd you go? Just to let go. All right. I'm sorry. Just this stuff just get me hot. For real. Like, I'm not copying nobody. I don't care. Like, y'all go ahead with that. Go ahead with that. Now it wants to freeze. Do y'all guys think that women are followers nowadays? Some women can be followers. I think that men are looking for, like, you have to be a real leader to be not follow the crowd nowadays.
So angry because he had an idiot as a mother. It's not about Ari.
I don't like him calling women idiots.
Oh, let me bring Tahoe up. I see you.
I don't
I ain't see you down there. Hold on.
You gotta be a little respectful, bro.
What's up, bro?
What's shaking, homie?
I'm good. Introduce yourself real quick, because I'm in the middle of my rant.
Nah, I seen you. The shit wasn't working on my computer, but let's get into it. For one of the main idiots you talk about is her mother. That's a family event. That's a family event. They rented out a space. It's just their family event that's in there. It's not like they're around a bunch of people. But you're talking about them dancing like she's dancing. What makes her dancing such a big deal? Like, what's wrong with her dancing?
Okay, let's get into it. Because I never have a problem with somebody questioning my thoughts. So let's look at the video. All right, first, I have to bleep this out because I don't need YouTube, messing with me or whatever. But Ari has a fat ass. All right,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
actually
exaggerated,
flowing like water. I looked at this video like, golly, I put a baby in her. I'm joking, but
this is where their mind goes.
Like, she fine as hell, right? So that is a reason why I brought that up, because she fine as shit, and the ass is just jiggling on another woman, right? So she's twerking.
Her mother, keep in mind, that's her mother. She's dancing.
That make it worse, bro. That make it worse.
That means now that actually shows me why she's such an idiot.
You made him more right.
Her mother.
That's crazy.
Call her this stupid shit.
Yes.
So you got 3 generations.
Yes.
Now I ain't gonna say the child is one because he's just a child. So I would say 2 generations of idiots right here. That's her mother. So when you and it's one thing about having a party. There's nothing wrong with having a party, but
put the kids in another room.
Whoa! What the hell is that? What happened?
Oh, my bad. Y'all can't see it.
Bro, no. Hold on, man. I don't know what just happened.
That was me. I had my computer. Look, my computer and my phone. So that was an echo.
Oh, you good? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so look.
Where'd it go?
So one is about twerking, okay? Directly in front of her child. Child is right there. This is wrong, first of all. This is wrong. And then you can look at how much fun the child is having. It shows you that this isn't the first time they've seen their mom bent over, shaking her ass. Okay? Right. So we keep going.
Because they'd have been like, ooh, mommy.
Idiots dancing around like so this this right here is possibly the adverse effect of what the child is looking at.
But look here, all the mothers out there. This ain't it. This is I watched my mother train before she walked in this kicker down. Look here, all my dads out there. Go get your son. Go get your kids, fellas. This ain't right.
So now exhibit.
Everything running hot. Everything running hot. It's all right. What do y'all think over here, Instagram? Do you think that this is okay? Like, is nothing wrong with it? Like he said, she's just dancing. We're being judgmental. It's like, if you know, like, it's hard to say, look, son, you got to put the earrings down. You can't touch that. You know, nowadays, everybody's like, boys can play with baby dolls and this and that and the third. But it's like, I let the men decide on that one. Like, who am I to say how a boy is supposed to be raised, risen, right? How he's supposed to be raised when I'm not a man. I'm not a man. So that's why kids should be raised by a mother and a father. I think that's what we're missing here in the conversation. If the kids are being raised by a mother and a father, then there's gonna be the dad's gonna be like, no, you don't let my son see that. That's exactly what he gonna say. You don't let my son see that. Go put him in the other room. It's not to say she can't twerk. Why are you twerking in front of your son? Why do you think it's okay? And that your son can be exposed to all of these elements. It's like it's not going to psychologically influence him. That he's going to think it's okay. Oh, he's a baby. Okay. 0 to 5 is when they learn the most. I mean, I was a daycare expert, so I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Exhibit B, Tahoe. Exhibit.
I'm gonna just take the lights out real quick, y'all. I'm gonna lose one of these joints. There we go. Now what I do? I must have hit a nerve. Everything trying to go.
Booty is quite embarrassing.
All right, Ari the idiot. Here we go.
Mommy go to her hostings and do. He'd be like, "Mommy, you going to the club to shake that booty?" It's quite embarrassing, but this is my life, you know. My son
no, this is not your life. What are you talking about? You are making this happen. You don't have to go. You don't have to talk about it, and you don't have to say that's okay to say shake that booty. The little boy that said shake that booty. Mind you, when I started this, I said my son, I was just getting dressed, minding my business, trying to find my clothes. And he comes over here and slaps my butt, booty, whatever he said. He said he started bouncing, like smacking my butt, butts. They already got two. So they already looking at women. They don't know this is my mom and I shouldn't be like, this is very innocent. So when you're purposely saying it's okay, it's no big deal. Look at my life. I'm a victim. Wait, hold up. This is why I just be like, I can't with it no more, because it's like I used to hate, like, why do you always have to shame the victim when men say that? And I'm like, now it's like, but women are purposely trying to be a victim in every scenario. I mean, white women do it, black women do it, Spanish women do it, everybody does it. We want to be the victim because that's what we've always been portrayed as, the victim, right? SVU, There's always a girl dying. So we think that we're the victims in every scenario, even when we're the predator, even when we're the wrong person. Y'all got to get that out your mind. We have to unwash our brain, scrub that thing, get some character Clorox or something. We need to get that out of our heads. That it's okay. Well, we could do whatever we want and then say, oh my gosh, why? Why did you say that, son? You're blaming your son? She's blaming her son for something she taught him. You already blaming the man. That is psychological voodoo. You're already blaming your son. How many times have you seen a mom blame her son for something she put in him? Psychological voodoo. That's what that is. No. Because you're already treating your son like he's a man that hurt you. Oh, you look just like your father. What'd he do to deserve that? And you know that's a low blow. You know that little boy don't like his dad. You taught him to not to like his dad and they say you look just like your dad. Like, what are you telling the kid? That I hate you psychologically?
That is embarrassing.
It's sad.
So as long as he doesn't judge me, you guys, right?
As long as he doesn't judge
Now,
me.
I need you to look at his face.
As long as he doesn't judge me, and then put him back on the spot. Like, stop playing all the daggone mind games with your son. If your son telling you it's wrong, you already know. Like, if my kid be like, "Ma, you doing," I'm like, listen, I must have took it too far, right? Or I'm grown. You wait till you grow, right? She said, as long as he doesn't judge me. And this is what we do online. I don't want my girls to judge me. I don't want my friends to judge me. That means I have a pass to do whatever the hell I want to do.
Says, as long as he doesn't judge me. Okay.
Maybe if I take this one out. I mean, but it don't matter.
Do you think he can judge her?
I don't think that he knows what to judge.
He don't know what the word judge is.
Let's just look at her question. Tahoe. She said, as long as he doesn't judge me. What if he had the capacity? Forget about that for a second. What if he had a capacity to judge her? Do you think she would care? Okay, if he says, "Mommy, I don't like you shaking your booty," what do you think Ari is going to do or say?
He's still going to do the same thing.
This is little baby mom. This is Jada Waiter right here that's on the screen.
Oh, I thought this was Ari. Okay, well,
No,
my
that's
apologies.
Jada Waiter.
My apologies. Well,
Same thing.
Same scenario. Same scenario.
Yeah, let's talk about this a second.
All right, so hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish playing this real quick, so everybody can see.
So as long as he doesn't judge me, you guys, right? You don't judge me, right?
This charger's trash.
Look at the eyes. Look at this.
Right?
Yeah, he's smart.
Every time I leave the house, I'll be looking cute. He's like, "Mom, you going to shake your booty?"
Oh, she says yes.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying about the
emasculation
childhood trauma that is happening.
Yeah, it's trauma
in front of us.
I hope this guy
day.
can
And this
receive
is the
it.
problem, bro.
So
Go ahead.
if I may, you said a few things. I'll go backwards so that I don't forget because I'm old, so I forget things, right? We talk about his face. That young man, you don't know what he's making that face with. He could just not.
All right, y'all. He gonna make a bunch of excuses.
He could just not like being put on the spot. He could just have a personal thing with his mom, and he just like, you don't know, and he doesn't know. When you're
she asked him a question.
Right, he's deflecting. I ain't got time.
Like they don't.
These are the people y'all want to listen to. You know.
Yes, 2-3 years old.
Something. Don't die on me. Anyway. Instagram, if I die.
Our kids
if
knew
my
what
John
the hell
die,
was going on.
I'm about to hop back
4
on.
years old.
Not enough to know. No, when I'm walking down the block, I remember walking down the block with my mother, and I knew that men were looking at her. I didn't know they wanted to fuck her in the ass.
Why is he going so extreme?
It's YouTube.
I didn't know that when they turned around and looked at her, that they was looking at that.
Can you fix the camera? We can't see you.
I didn't know that they were looking at the jiggle. I didn't know, because that is something. See, you and I, as grown men, have learned to sexualize women's bodies. We learn to look at them in a certain way. But as a child, you don't have those instincts. They don't do it yet. Like, you don't get that until around puberty, where your loins and your brain say, "Oh, this is."
And that's more of a reason why. That's more of a reason why she shouldn't put it in front of him like that, because he's already not thinking that way, but you're putting it in front of him for display. You're putting your sexuality as a mother for display for your son. This is not, we didn't even get to the daughters. So if he's not thinking like that till 12, 11, so why? And like I said, they see it, but they don't know to associate it with sex, but it's the beginning of it. They're curious. why are we going to continue to make uh put that in front of his face? I don't get it. What do y'all think?
This is what I'm supposed to do with this. These things are arousing me. So as a child, me kissing my mom, say kissing her on the lips or things like that, that was a parent-child thing that once I got to puberty, I would never do. Because it's like, whoa, this is connected to a different part of my body. That action in itself connects to a different part of my body. So as a child, I don't believe, and this isn't to me, because I understand your perspective on raising children in a way that is protective of their youth, that is preparing them for being adults and men, and preparing
What's the
them
other
to
way
have
of raising
positive
children?
in society, preparing them to respect women. I totally understand all of that. I think that's where the core of these of your teachings come from. It's like, yo, you wanted to create a really dope black family, and it starts with female behavior. It starts with male behavior. It starts with children, the way you raise children. And I think that's where, in the essence, all of your teachings come from. Is that the black family?
And let me say this before you say black. I don't want to get past one particular thing. You said that children don't sexualize booty, fine women, or see them breasts. They see breasts as milk, stuff like that, instead of, right? I totally understand it, and I agree with you on it, right?
Well, we're talking about
the
shaking
problem
booty.
is, I do a lot of studying of the brain, right? And what a child's neurons actually, like, more neurons grow in a person's brain between the age of
0
1
and
to
5.
7. But past 7, our neurons don't really grow anymore. They just start connecting with each other, and that's the key. They start connecting with each other. All right. So as a child between the age of 1 to 7, they're just looking at the world. They're not making connections with whatever. They're just putting. So it's a lot of different figures, symbols, people, thoughts, or whatever, but they don't know how to put them all together. They just have all of these things that they're looking around. Cup, food. Like a baby can see food and they know how to suckle, but when they see food and then they see a spoon and then they see some baby food, they don't necessarily know how to do this, right? They just see food and hungry. Those are two different neurons sitting across from each other, right? But as a child, learns, they watch their mother do something. So they watch their mother take a spoon, dip it in the food, and put it to their mouth, right? And then now the child is...
As he says this, I can literally imagine a little Emmanuel. He will watch everything we do, and that's how he knows how to do it. He will watch everything we do, and that's exactly how he knows how to do it. So if he sees the keys, he puts the keys in the car because he saw mommy put the car keys in the car key ignition. He knows what it is. So if you're showing him, this is the butt, this is a girl's butt. Matter of fact, the boy is gonna start shaking his butt. He said, "This is what butts are for, shaking and bending down over." That's what you're teaching him at that age. I don't want to drill it too long.
Like, okay.
But I want him to finish his point.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Right. I was like, they like this. And they take a spoon, put it in their mouth. They don't know what they're doing, right? But they're learning, right? So these are neurological connections. They're trying to connect with each other. Next thing you know, the child is able to boom and start eating. And they're like, look, mommy, I can eat. Just like peeing, all the other stuff, right? So between the age of 1 to 7, they see things. So as an example, they see their mom. This child is 4. That means his neurons are not connected yet. Going with what you said, there's not sexual, there's not anything, but they're not connected. So next thing you know, the child only knows to mimic their mother because they don't know what these actions mean, right? So when you see your mom walking and you don't know how to walk yet, you're like, okay, you put one leg in front of the other, Just like with the food, you're like, all right, do this. You're learning how to mimic the person that brought you into this world because you don't know what these things mean. Staying with your point, he doesn't sexualize anything. But
and to not to cut his thought off, but that's a lot of times at a certain age, the men say, get that baby away from the women. A lot, like when guys say that they grew up with a lot of girls in the house, if you look at their mannerisms, they know it. They know that their mannerisms are feminine. I'm gonna say it again. When a guy grew up with a bunch of girls in the house, they know that their mannerisms are feminine. They might do a little more talking with their hands, they might snap their neck. They know that their mannerisms are feminine. And that men will look at them a little differently, like, yo, what's going on with this person? Because of the environment that they were brought up in. It's nothing done on purpose or intentionally, but that is the environment. And that's why a lot of men say, get that, you want your son to be following a male figure.
what the child seems to do, well,
a male figure
has to do for survival is mimic their mother. So he sees his mother bending over, twerking in front of his mother,
her own mother,
dancing on her own mother, like you said. He now is going to be in.
For her to have danced on her mother like that, that had to happen beforehand. There's no mama like, you had to think it's okay. I've done this before, because there's no way I'm bending down, shaking my butt in front of my mom. She's gonna be like, what the hell? No, it's not happening. Okay, it's like, what's going on here? No, so it had to be something that was passed down, or mom okayed it in the beginning.
Or whenever he can, because children sometimes are embarrassed, especially little boys. He's possibly going to start twerking wherever he's at.
No. Don't laugh, sir. No. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This stupid computer. All right, I love the computer. Don't be mad at me. How he gonna? This is the same guy. I need men to stop making excuses for women not behaving in the way they should, because the thing about it is, we had our time. Your time to act a fool, your time to twerk, your time to do your thing, your time to be independent. Do all of that. Your time to have your hot girl, all of that stuff before you have your kids. At the point of you have your kids, you got to release some of this stuff. You got to let some of this stuff go. That's like a guy getting married but still want to sleep around with other women. No. You had your time to be single. Now when you're married, you got to settle down. What was the point of getting married? What was the point of becoming a mother if you're going to be the same immature young girl that you were before you had that child? Now that child is depending on you to be mature. That's why the best single mothers are the ones that say, you know what? I'm going to give up and sacrifice my fun. I'm going to give up and sacrifice me acting a certain way, me looking a certain way, so that I can raise my child up and be a good example for my child. That's why they're the best ones, because they know how to give up, because now you're passing along your bad habits. You're passing along. If you don't eat beans and you pick all your beans out, your kids are going to pick the beans out of their food. If you don't like to eat vegetables, they're not going to eat vegetables. Every time you see a little chubby little baby walking around, what do you see? You see a chubby mom go right with them, not to knock anybody. But this is because we have bad habits and we give it to our kids. It's facts. Your eating habits, and now to your kid. Tell me there's not a mom that doesn't feel responsible when their child has a sickness, because it's like, dang, if I would have just gave him more vegetables, if I would have just not ordered out as much, if I would have just made him run around more, then he would not be in this condition. She would not be in this condition. So I got to help her get out of it. But we want to act like we never did nothing. So you're really going to like put your child in the situation and say, well, what? He should never do that. This guy's like, yo, this the son, he started laughing like it's such a ridiculous thing that the son will start twerking. You just saw the little boy on the pole. They're going to mimic everything they see their mother do. They're going to mimic what they see their father do. But if there's only a father around, then what? I mean, a mother around, then what? Start laughing, but he's defending the behavior.
Self-preservation. So there's something that happens with that behavior that actually does something to you. So they say, hey, I want that feeling. I don't like being hungry. When I do this, get this spoon, I know the food to the mouth, I get the spoon, hey, I can feed myself. There's a self-preservation thing there. So they learn that. That's learned behavior. Around that time, like you said, you don't understand. There's a million things going on in this world that you really don't get. So it's just...
All right, that's it. I had enough. Even though he doesn't understand it now, he's trying to say, I hate when people do this because they know they the main ones. They're drinking, they're smoking, they're doing whatever they want. And if you want to talk about women twerking, a lot of guys be smoking and doing certain things around their kids, and then they get shot when their kids start doing certain things when they get older. You planted the seed, so that's what's going to happen. Like we all are guilty of doing something in front of our kids that we shouldn't have done. But if one thing you're going to do, you're not going to glorify it on top of it. Like, I did it, I'm grown, it is what it is. As soon as they get grown, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to do the same thing. And kids will do what they see their parents do. They'll follow all your bad habits and not your good habits. All right. So that is it for today. I want to know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that people should continue this, behavior? You think it was cute? Like, oh, let her have fun. Like, it's always her having fun. It's always the woman's fun. But what about the kids? When we start to value our kids, when we start to value their lives, we will start to act better because we are focused on ourselves and what we got to do. We're not thinking about our children. I got stressed. I want to let loose. I want to have a good time. That's great, but not around your kids. You have to create that environment of peace and not dysfunction, functional environments. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Please, if you are just catching it at the end, start from somewhere in the middle. Right. And definitely thank you so much for supporting the show. That the cash tag is $ Ruth the Realtor. And thank you so much for my name is Ruth Haynes on that joint, or Ruth Marquise. And thank you for watching the show. Like, hopefully you can, if you see a mom twerking in front of her kids, you'd be like, go and watch this show, baby girl. Go on, see minute number 13 to 14, okay? And maybe it's a message for you right there. All right, because we had to start calling each other on our crap. If we don't, it's gonna continue to go downward. And you think it doesn't affect you, but you're gonna have kids one day, or you have them now, and your kids' friends is going to be that mama that twerk. And they're going to think it's okay. And you feel like, oh, that have nothing to do with me and my household. As for me and my home, we were serve the Lord and nah. They're still going to be an influence. That's going to be your kid's friend. That nobody said, hey, you shouldn't do that around your kid. That's going to be your son's girlfriend. Okay? So you're going to have to make sure that you can teach your kids the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, decency and indecency. Okay, so y'all can act like old school tradition doesn't work and it's not good, but those are the things that I'm bringing back to relationships. Those are the things that the men are looking for. Mommy, you always talking about getting married. Well, I don't care. They want to know. All right, so that focus on that. Y'all sitting here praying for a man, but y'all have to be prepared for him. You have to have a right kind of heart, the right kind of behavior. the right kind of attitude, the know how to speak to him, know how to listen to him, and know how to stop twerking when he asks you to stop twerking. Okay, because if you ask any of these men on here, do you want your girlfriend twerking on the internet? Is that who you're going to bring around your family? When your mama go on her page and she see you twerking, your girlfriend twerking, is she going to be proud? Like, oh, that's going to be a bomb system. I'm going to have a good daughter-in-law. No, it's going to be an embarrassment. Think about it. All right. Anyway, I bless your kids, your family, your dating life, your married life. Thank you so much for watching the Ruth and Relationship Show. I am your host, Ruth Marquise, aka your favorite realtor. Get your credit boosted. Hit us up. And thank you so much for watching Ruth and Relationships. Ruth and Relationships. Tell me, can you handle it? Oh, it's the Ruth and Relationship Show. Bye.